One of the most hyped new features of the Lumix S5 II at the announcement event was the real-time LUT function, and the way they described it during the talk was essentially like a tool for grading your video footage and your photos in camera. I've been messing around with this new function over the last few weeks to truly understand how it works, and in today's video I'll be going over the most effective way to use it and of course what limitations come with it. First of all, to access the real-time LUT function, you need to go to your photo style selection menu. I have mine set as a shortcut when pressing the left D-pad button, but you can find it in the main menu under Image Quality 1, Photo Style. You'll find all of the regular profiles here like Standard, Flat and Vlog, etc. But eventually you'll come to the real-time LUT function. Straight away, you'll probably notice that you can only change 3 things in this mode, and that is of course the light itself, the sharpness and the noise reduction. You'll probably also notice that Vlog is a chosen picture profile and it's grayed out, so you can't actually use any other photo style in this mode. But there is a workaround to this, and I'll talk about that a little bit more during this video. When you hover over the LUT selection, you'll be able to toggle your chosen LUT on and off, plus use the focus mode button to select what LUT you'd actually like to use. In case you haven't done this step already, make sure you import whatever LUTs you'd like to use via the LUT library, and this can be found in the gear cog menu under Image Quality 1. And then within the LUT library you can load and store up to 10 of your own LUTs by simply copying them over from the inserted SD card. As you can see here, I've got my chosen Rec. 09 conversion LUT from Gamut, as well as a few looks from the 606 and Kinetic LUT packs that are also available on gamut.io. So now that you have all of your LUTs loaded onto your camera, you can navigate back to the real-time LUT mode and then choose any of your preloaded LUTs. And since you're stuck with using Vlog in this mode, the only LUT I'd recommend is a Rec. 09 conversion, since this feature will actually bake that LUT into your final video file, and therefore using a look LUT might look quite weird. So to me this means that all this mode is really good for is converting your log footage to Rec. 09 in camera, and therefore saving you a step in the color correction process. If I were you guys, I'd reserve this particular feature only for in-camera Rec. 09 conversion and then redirect your focus to any of the custom photo styles, because this is where you can truly get some grades done in camera. In the photo style menu, scroll across to any of the My Photo Style options and then navigate all the way down to the bottom of the customization options. Here you will see the same LUT load field that we have in the real-time LUT section, but this time we have a lot more parameters to play with. As you can see, you can use whatever photo style you like and then go ahead and apply whatever LUT you like to on top. And I'd suggest using a more flat profile like Cine D or the flat photo style for example, because that way you can easily get away with using one of your more stylized LUTs since you're already working in a Rec. 09 color space. From here you can also adjust the contrast, saturation and general highlight and shadow roll off to a place that looks the most pleasing to you. This is really where you can start making your own color grades in camera, and as you always could, you can save your settings to the custom photo style and then repeat the same process on another custom slot. It will take you a little bit of tweaking and experimentation to get it looking the way you'd like, but if you're normally using the same creative LUTs to grade within post, then you should be able to get your footage looking somewhat similar in camera. Of course, this feature can also be used for photos as well, so if you particularly like the look you've dialed in for video, then you can of course use that in the photo mode too, and vice versa. I'm sure a lot of us also use our own presets inside of Lightroom, and you can theoretically use those as well, but what you need to do is convert that XMP file to either a cube or VLT file in order for the camera to be able to read them. But this really isn't too hard to do, and there's many sites and softwares out there that will help you do that, and what I'll actually do is leave the one that I use in the description of this video, and then just as a quick heads up on that process, you'll need to generate a hauled file and then import that file into Lightroom. You can then apply the preset you'd like to use to that file and make sure that there's no contrast or exposure adjustments applied, because you probably want to tweak those yourself in camera. You then export that file with a preset applied as a JPEG at 100% quality, and then use the software to convert that JPEG file to a cube file. And then all that's left to do is to pop that cube file onto your SD card and then load it onto your camera. The custom photo styles are definitely the best way to use a real-time LUT feature on the S5 II, and what's crazy is that using all of the above info, you can easily create some stunning JPEGs in camera, just like you can with the Fuji cameras with their built-in recipes, or you can even create a nice grade to be baked into the video file as well. Of course, this won't give you as much flexibility as you would get if you did this all on your computer, and you are technically limiting yourself to a particular look as soon as you capture the content, but for those out there who quite like the idea of dialing in their own personal look for both photo and video, then of course this feature will be an amazing one to explore. I have so many more videos on this channel that go more into depth on getting the most out of your Lumix S series cameras, so definitely check them out, and I'll leave a few linked in the cards now. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it somewhat helpful, useful or entertaining, and if you did, then please subscribe, because like I said, there's a lot of this sort of content on this channel. So yeah, thanks again, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one.